Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you about my whole vacation in Ghana. Going back to Ghana, it was really nice. I don't know if any of you have been to Ghana and has never had a fight or a disagreement with family members. I did that. If you haven't done that, then it's something good to talk about. But yeah, we are back here in Canada. Everything is in order. Even the cold in my province. My province is so beautiful. I live in British Columbia. It's called beautiful British Columbia. So I didn't come to meet the snow. Quite fortunately for me, but unfortunately for my kids. Okay. We are doing well. We are trying to settle in. I'm still jet lagged. I'm living by the time zone of Ghana and all that. But a quick one, everything that we had to do in Ghana, for me, I feel pretty much relieved going back after so many years, going back to see my mother and my friends. I don't even have friends, siblings and all that. Going back to see the country in general, looking at all that is going on there. Now, for the first video that I posted, people were just backlashing. Other people were also could also attest to the fact that whatever I said was true. In general, Ghana is a nice place, and I think there is a lot of money in that country, but it's just a little bit of fraction of the people that enjoy that money. The rest are either hustling or surviving somehow. And I don't know how to say this, but when you travel out of your country for some time and you return, even though some of the things that you used to do before you traveled, okay, easily, some things you used to do very easily before you traveled out of the country, but when you return, it's so difficult for you to understand why people still do that. It is normal, it is natural. There are so many things I couldn't get used to anymore. There are so many things I asked myself why they still existed or why they were still functioning. It wasn't because me no, but it was because I've been out for so long and I've gotten used to somewhere much more advanced or much more, I won't say better, but much more advanced, let me use that word, than Ghana. And so there are so many things I couldn't deal with, like the internet. And one other thing I am so sorry to blame Ghanaians for is, there is little bit of effort for Ghanaians to explore, because the internet in Ghana is it's ridiculous. I can get Wi-Fi at any point here in Canada, okay, if I don't want to bring any damage to my phone. I can open Wi-Fi easily, especially at public places. I have Wi-Fi in my home. I don't pay nothing. I have people under some of my comment sections saying Wi-Fi is also expensive, and I don't pay Wi-Fi in my home. It's free for some reason, okay? And even the one I pay on my phone is affordable. I do as I go, but the problem is I can use it as much as I can. Logging in is easy, surfing is easy. Ghana what Wi-Fi crampon. Edwana jwa untimin surfing internet no. This is some particular point. There was a reason when I was trying to purchase bundle. Someone was like, you need to know the neighborhood you are in before you can purchase a bundle with Airtel, Tigo, or MTN, because some of these bundles or some of these Wi-Fi do not work in certain parts of Ghana. So you need to know what works in your community before you can purchase bundle. And that was really true. So I now understand why a lot of Ghanaians, a lot of us do not really like to research or do things on our own, because it is actually hectic. It is hectic. It's like the world has been kept away from us. We've been robbed out of a lot of things happening outside Ghana. I feel like the leaders do not want us to see what is going on outside. We are very limited in our thinking. We are very limited in our resources. We are very limited on what we feel like, we can get. There are so many things an average Ghanaian can do on his or her own, likewise here, right? But because of the restrictions and the limitations, they are just living at the same place about 20 years ago, and it's very comfortable for them. They don't see any problem with them, and that is a problem for me. I won't say fortunately for me, because I don't know, but I feel like this place, Canada, gives you a whole lot of things to explore. Internet, like I said, is everywhere, accessible. Okay, as long as you can pay for it, which you can, because it's one of the most, you know, easiest thing you have to get. It's one of the most. It is something you have to get, just like the food you eat. We need internet. In my house, if the lights goes off, I cannot cook. I cannot use the Wi-Fi. I cannot use my phone for anything. But in Ghana, when the lights go off, at least you can cook and all that. In Canada, where I live, when the lights go off for any reason, you cannot use water because it's very cold and all that. And I understand the point of an average Ghanaian and the thinking of an average Ghanaian now, but then also our leaders are doing us a lot. They are making us miss out on a lot of things. Ghana is so equipped with so many things, so many natural things, but because we don't see what's going on outside, it's like we are kept in a box. That's my own view and opinion. I don't know what you think, but what do you think, especially those who have even traveled outside to go to Nigeria and come back, or Togo? You know, you are different from someone who has stayed in Ghana for a long time and haven't. I have a lot of people like that. Okay, but then also, just, you know, what do you think? Am I speaking the right thing, or I'm just, I don't know. What do you think about all these things going on in Ghana as a Ghanaian living outside Ghana and has returned? What do you think?